folks, welcome back to the channel. I'm off out for a walk with Pip this morning. This is about 5 days after I did my bike ride. As predicted, I had quite a bit of pain over the next few days, and this is really the first day I've got out since I was out on my bike on the last vlog. But need to get out and get Pip, give her a walk, because I haven't been able to do it. She's just down there behind me. I don't know if the camera's picking her up, having a little sniff round. But we're going to go and have a little walk up to, hopefully, if I feel like it, up to Starbucks, and we'll have a coffee before we head back. But it's probably just under a mile away, and there's a few little walks that we can go through to get there. So I'll see. If I feel like I'm going to have to turn around, I'll turn around and come back. I was advised by the doctor to start walking with a stick to help with the pain in my knee. I mean, I'm on some quite strong painkillers as well, but it wasn't just practical to bring a stick with me holding Pip and holding the camera as well. It would just make it too difficult. But in general, I use my stick, and what that does, it just takes the help to take the weight off my knee a little bit. Come on then. Come on then. Yeah, it just while I'm walking, it just helps to take the weight off, because obviously I've got to have that knee replacement now, so, and it could be 12 months away. So the more I can keep the weight off it to help the pain, the better. But I'm going to persevere today. I might do it a couple of times, but not very often, and come out without it. I can obviously walk around the house without the stick and walk into the garden. It's just to help that little bit. But we're off for a walk, and there's a little stream down here. This is called Hurley Brook. And my neighbour, she's into a nature, and she comes down here. You can probably see the fence there that's been built. She's part of that Hurley Brook Preservation Society, I think it is. I might be wrong, but they do a grand job. They try and keep it clean. They test the water and stuff like that, which is obviously great for the wild animals, and obviously for ourselves as well. So I'm just coming back out on the road. This is the first little bit of a walk, and I know there's another one just a bit further down. She's going a little bit deaf as well, so it just makes sense now to keep her on her lead. She quite enjoys it, because she can, when we get into an area, I can let the bungee go and she can have a little wander and a little sniff around. This way. Yeah, we just made it to this park area that's sat between a couple of housing estates, one over there and then there's one behind me as well. But I cut cutting halfway up because Pip had a poop and I picked it up and I knew there would be a bin to put the poop in here somewhere, so that's the reason why I just cut into here. But we're going to carry on now. We'll go through, we'll cross the road and go the side of those houses there. And if you remember a couple of vlogs back, I took you on my bike. It was raining. Oh, it was really drizzly rain, and I went past the Guillotine Lock. I think this path's going to take me back past that lock, so we can have another look at it on the way through. But it's a bit chilly this morning, whereas a few days ago when I went out on my bike it was about 15 degrees. Today when I come out I checked, it was 5. And it was freezing this morning. At 6 o'clock this morning it was freezing. It was down to 1. I think through the night it did go down to 0, but it was back up to 5. But if you get in the sunshine it's quite nice. It's quite warm. So I guess that's the spring for you. But we are coming into British summertime very shortly, which will be great. Gives an extra hour on an evening of daylight. And then, oh, here we go. Let's get rolling again. Come on then, Pip, off you go. Yeah, we get an extra hour's daylight, but as we go into summer it can still be reasonably light up until 10 o'clock in the midst of summer. So that's really nice. And you can sit out in the garden on an evening with a nice ice cold beer. That sounds good to me. Now, later on today, I may be going into town on the bus and I may bring you with me, I don't know. I'm going to see how I feel because I might not go. And I'm going to meet my wife up there after she finishes work. But if I don't go, she's going to pick me up. So I'm just going to see how I feel after this. We just see how it goes. She is having a little sniff around. She always gets things hanging off her chin. She's like a wire brush, she is. She just had an encounter with another dog off lead. She can be funny with some of the dogs, and some of the dogs she doesn't bother. It's really strange. Come on then, this way. Yeah, and where I live, you've got all these little walkway throughs, you know. They do make it people friendly. And it's nice just to have a little stroll out. Go on. This way. Come on. This way. Come on. That's it. Good girl. That's it. There you go. She had an encounter with the same dog. She didn't seem too fussed. She was interested, but it's funny, she can go nuts sometimes. I think it's if the other dog barks at her and then it starts her. Well, at least on this route there's a few benches. I can take a break for 5 minutes and then move on. Pip's just investigating. Here she comes. Yeah, Pip, Pip. Yeah, girl. And it's just nice to get out the house sometimes and just have a break from doing nothing. But the blossom on the trees, sure sign of summer's on the way, which is great news. Shall we move on then, Pip? Come on then. Get up. Oh God. Ugh. Okay, let's go. Yeah, that's one of the big problems, is me trying to get up from the seated position. That's where it does really get me. What I might do, I might cut through here into this, what's an industrial estate, but in the middle of it there's an old hotel, I think it's the Adley Hall Hotel. Pip having a wee. Come on. Go that side, Pip. That side. That's it. Good girl. Yeah, so if I can get a shot of that, I will. This is the back of that hotel. Oh look, hold on a minute, look what we got here. Here Pip, it's a bit overgrown, but there's an old carriage wheel there, look. Or it's purposely been moulded as a marker, like it says, because it says Bratton to the left. And although it says moles, it doesn't say how many. It's a little bit overgrown. So was it a real wheel, a real wheel, and then made into a moles marker? I think I've seen more of those around town. Come on. You're wrapping yourself up in me, haven't you? Hold on, wait now. Okay, let's go this way. I've got Pip's biscuit soaking ready for when she gets back, so she can have her dinner. Wait now, Pip. Come on then. Yeah, we're walking round the hotel, which is behind this edge, and there's a wall. And there's an house there. I don't know if that's connected to the hotel as well. I think it is. I've never walked down this path before. I've never noticed this house. I'm not sure it is connected to the hotel. Quite an interesting building. Is it a private dwelling or part of the hotel? I'm not sure. Anybody know? Let me know in the comments. This way, Pip. Oh, and the price of fuel in the last week or two has shot up. And this is the highest I've seen it. That's crackers. The diesel is 186.9. That is ridiculous. Right, what I've decided to do, folks, I'm going to make a detour and go back, because I am starting to feel too sore. I'm not going to make it. Can't believe it. So I'm going to see if I can get a coffee here in this pub. Probably sit outside for 5 minutes before I head back. I'll go and have a look. Let's go and have a look. Come on. This way, Pip. Pip, this way. Wait now. This way, this way. Here, here, here. Oh yeah, can I get a Pepsi Max, please?
You want a pint or regular?
Just a regular, please, no ice. Yeah, I just got her some water. They always put a bowl and a bottle of water for the dogs, which is great. Just get her tied off a little bit. She won't get too far. Like that. Here we go, Pip. She ain't too fussed. Just have 5 minutes, Pip, and we'll head back, eh? So yeah, I've stopped at the pub called the Fallowfields. I've been in here a few times. It went downhill a little bit a few years ago, but we've come in recently and it's not too bad. It's a little bit better than it was. So, and it probably fell handy today, because I don't think I was going to make the Starbucks after all. Just have a Pepsi Max. Yeah, we actually came for Christmas dinner here this last Christmas, and it was okay, but it wasn't the best. I don't think we'll come again. In fact, we're already booked for another place that we've been to before, which is very good. It was okay, and I don't want to run it down, but it wasn't the best for Christmas. But generally, come in normally at the weekend or in the week for a meal, it's not too bad. You know, girl. So if you're in the area, the Fallowfield, and then there's a Marston's hotel next door to it if you need to come and stop in the area. I've never been in there, so I can't comment. Well folks, I'm back where I started from. I had to cut that short. I couldn't make it to Starbucks and I am in a little bit of pain, to be honest, but I'll be okay, it's not a problem. So if you haven't already, give us a subscribe, give us a thumbs up and comment below. Tell me what you think. Are you guys, anybody you had a knee replacement? Tell me what it's like, what I've got to expect. And I'll say adios until next time, and thanks for watching.